Okay guys, assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back again with me in this channel Bangki. Okay, this is a fourth episode of our series. The series is project of food store. The namely is Peta Rasa. Okay, and then okay, as you can see, this is a Livewire. We have to talk about Livewire, okay, because this is our project, including the Livewire. Okay, the material are we gonna talk about that is Livewire and layout web authentication and my order page, my account, home page, product, cart page, checkout page, and I think we have to until my order pages because it's too much and this video it should take so long because yeah the duration is we have to cut part by part. Okay, there is a livewire library is a Laravel is a library full stack, yes, for Laravel framework exactly, and this is made for developer to make interface to user dynamically without type code on JavaScript too much. Okay, guys, with Livewire, developer can create component front end with PHP, and then Livewire could be communicate between front end and backend automatically with Ajax. Okay, the main features of this Laravel Livewire, it is a component dynamically component with PHP and without refresh the page, okay, and then automatically reactivity and component statically, okay, and then we do not talk much about this Laravel Livewire. You can see and you can read, you can understanding for this Laravel Livewire because there is documentation fully complete. You can see, you can read all of this documentation. It's completely free. You can visit to this website livewire.laravel.com. Okay, we have to talk about how to install it, the Laravel Livewire. As you can see, there is the documentation of how to install this Livewire. You can composer require, but we gonna put the right version of our project. It's like this. Yes, composer require Livewire 3.5.12. Okay, guys. After that, you have to publish config. There is optional, but I recommend it to publish config. I think, and there is how to publish config after installing the Laravel file, and then you have to PHP artisan Livewire publish config. Uh, for your information, Livewire is a zero config, which means we can use with the follow the convention, and then we use without config adding config anything, but sometime we have to getting publish and customizing configuration layer for this, and we have to running this PHP artisan. This command is gonna make the file livewire.php. There is, sorry, I have to clean again, and config livewire.php. Okay, after this running this command, we we get the file of laravel.php. Okay, after that, you can open under research css and app.css, and you can create this code. Okay, there is so much code, so much random code, because there is customizing or we create for this css, but I will put this css on description with pascal.io. Okay, don't worry. And then the step second of this, adding the creating to the layout web, we have to type this comment: php artisan livewire layout. After this comment is running, we get the new file of blade. You can see on this research fields and layouts, component layouts, app.blade. Okay, after that, as you can see, there is the full of the code of app.blade. There is full of code. Okay, just like this. And then the step 3 is running the command npm install. This npm install, it's for installing the dependencies are we need for this project. Okay, you wait until you're done. After that, you have to php npm run dev, because after we running this command, this project is automatically running when we get the change of this code. Okay, after that we can create component bottom menu. The step 1, we have to creating component bottom menu. Don't forget to get it set to your project, and then php artisan component menus dot bottom. After this command is running, we get the new file on the folder of fields component menus bottom. Yes, this is. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys how this blade is work. I mean, how the cut this blade fully cut off this blade with pascal.io. Okay, don't worry. Or you wanted to type code by code, you can pause the video. Okay, it's like this. After that, the step second of this creating component button menu. There is, you can see on the, okay, there is a blade file. Okay, and you can see on the applet layout app.blade. Okay, change all the code, all the default code of this applet to like this. Okay, I put the menus button on here. Okay, the next step, we have to configuring guard customer. It will be implementation multiple out. Okay, there is two role, user and customer, so that we have to configuring guard to customer first. The step one, we creating the guard and provider customer. Come on guys, we have to search of auth.php. Okay, and scroll until you see the guards. Okay, just like this, and then you adding customer. Okay, we create the new guard, namely customer, and the driver we use this customer is session, and the session and the provider we have to redirect to customer. After this guard is made it, we have to create the providers too. In this file, we have to scroll down. Okay, just like this. We creating the new providers, namely customers, and the driver we use for this driver is eloquent, and the model we use the customer from customer model. And the step two is a configuring model customer model. We move into the customer model, and then change this use to authenticable. And then after that, in this class of customer, we adding the protected hidden for password. Okay, okay, we move into the creating component register component. Creating component register component is very simple, guys. You can see there is a command dashboard is make component buttons back. Firstly, we can create this component Laravel. There is component is a button to back. The first step of creating component register is creating component button back, and after we running this command, we get the new file on the search fields components buttons back. Okay, just like this. And then the default is not like this. You have to type the code until the button like this. And the second step for creating component register, you have to running the command on this terminal is PHP artist and make live for auto register. After running this command, we get the new file on class component Livewire out register and view component views layout. I mean, uh, in Livewire out register. Okay, and step 3, you have to creating a route for this register. To looking for a route on these routes and web. Okay, you have to create these routes to register. Okay, then do not see after this code, but we talk later about this. But the point of this session, you have to create this route for register. Okay, guys. Okay, the step 4, creating register function. You have to move to register function, register. Okay, just like this, and then after you open this file, you can adding this app models customer. We get the model of customer, and then you can create the public function of this, public property part of this, the name, email, password, and the last one, password confirmation. After we creating the rules, the method, the name is rules, it is, and there is include the required of name, email, and password. And then after that we redirect to login after that. And there is 60s flash. And the step 5, we're creating the register the register form. After we adding the register method on this component class, we can move into the creating a form registration. Okay, you guys can open the register blad, and then you have to type just like this. Okay, there is action for this blade. There is wire submit prevent register. There is for action. Okay, after we submit this form. Okay, to catch the form input, we can use wire model. Okay, if there's error, it will be show this error and the count like this, and we can see on register. Okay, if you do not have a phone, you have to sign up. The sign up page is similar like register. Okay, if you do not fill this all of this column, the validate is coming up. Okay, and then after you create the new account, it's like this. You have to I wanna to create a new account. Yes, I mean Ahmed and customer 2 at gmail.com. You can say, and then the password is 999999999. Okay, like this, and you have to create login. Okay, after this, you cannot see the login page because the login page is not made in yet. Okay, but a step forward first. Don't worry, I wanna talk about this later. Okay, after this, we creating the login component. The first one you have to creating a login component is like this: PHP artisan, PHP artisan make live for out login. Okay, as you can see, there is two file on this comment. Yeah, you get the two files. Both of them is very important for our authentication. Okay, there is two file, and then the second step, you have to move into the web, not sorry, roots and web.php, and then you have to adding the root of login. Okay, and we have to creating the login function. You have to move into the login.php, and then you can create just like this. The first one, you have to make the two property public, email and password, these two, and then protected function rules. There is four require for definition of this validate. After that, you have to create a new method, namely is login, and after we processing the after this method is running, this validate we have to call it, and then processing login with the guard customer with we have to use a temp. After this login processing is work, we're gonna make session flash 6 days status, and then redirect back to my orders. Okay, after that, if login fails, the flash is error after the, and then redirect to login page again. Okay, but the important thing, we have to create the form login first. Okay, there is form login. Okay, just like this. You can see there is form login. You can pause and type code by code. You wanted to see a fully code of this blade, you can comment on this column commenter. Okay, and after this you can see there is where semi prevent login to call there is action from action to redirect to register method. We use the submit, and then to catch the form input, we gonna use our model. Okay, same like usually we have to including the error too, and then move into the our project. Okay, after this you can see this page of login. Okay, there is required and customer to okay login. Okay, do not worry. There is if you log in and then you say you see nothing here, it's just because you you done creating this my order page yet. Okay, but we talk later about this. Okay, the next step we have to creating a component logout. Okay, same like before. Page artist and make live for out logout the first step, and then out logout you have to change the class component out sorry logout. Okay, like this, and you can see the first one. You can see the function of logout processing logout by a guard. Okay, and then we creating a session of flash and redirect to login page. At step 3 we creating button logout. After we creating this logout on this class component, we have to move into the button. We have to creating a view button, a button with the blade view page. There is the trigger to creating. There is button. This button is for trigger to logout method. Or we create this on this class component. Okay. You can move into the research fields, Livewire, out, logout. Just like that. And then you can see there is all a code is you have to change just like this. Uh, we call the method logout. Use a directive wire click just like this. It's calling the method function of logout. And then the next step we have to creating the check for login condition. Okay, there is a method mount. See what is the method mount? The method mount is the first class component. There is the first method when the class component is running. I mean the first condition for if this class component is running and the first method uh are is on. I mean of this the first method when this class component is running is a mount. Okay, sorry for my space. Okay, and then there is if condition. After this checking of station login is success, it will redirect to my others. And don't forget to unlog out too. and I mean register too. Just like this. And then we have to creating component customer menu. Don't forget to creating component menu customer, just like this. Dash partition make component menus customer view, and then we creating the new files on customer blade. Okay, like this. And then we're adding the new syntax of this PHP. Okay, the first one we're gonna talk about this. There is HTML, the standard, all of this standard HTML for menu navigation, and then we have to we look for this. There is condition for showing the image customer. If the asset is here, if there is, if the if this image is make have a value, and this customer is asset is get from customer. This asset is get from storage avatars and the asset. If we not if the image is does not having a value, there is URL to showing the default, and there is component logout. Okay, like this, and then creating may other components. You can create my other components like this. PHP artisan make filament Livewire account my orders index. Okay, the first step is creating component my orders just like this, and then uh type the root of .php just like this, register, login, and creating a middleware out customer. Middleware out customer, which means is all the root is creating on in this include for this middleware out customer, and then all of this group it will work if the user have access for a login. Okay, the prefix, which means all the root are created inside, and the adding the icon on the URL. And then my orders, and the second root of this is creating the new root, namely is my orders. Okay, the step 3 is get data transaction in the component class. You can move into the index.php. Okay, like this, and change like this. This is a method renderer, and then we create the variable of transactions. This is include its field of get data to model transaction. It's based from customer ID or login, and then we send this data to the component we use config. And step 4 is show the data may orders or transactions. How we showing this data may orders of or transactions. You can see you can open this index blade account my orders index blade. Okay, like this. Okay, change the default of this index.bat.php just like this. Okay, we adding the mini customer. There is first calling component mini customer, and then we showing your data. We use the directive for else transaction x transaction, and then to show the pagination we use on this here for type 4 pagination. As you can see guys, in this view pagination we got to the simple default, but I will discuss about this later. Okay, we'll talk about publish view pagination. Okay guys, you can write this comment: PHP artisan find publish tag Laravel pagination. And then we have to custom. The next step we have to custom pagination on Laravel, and you can search on this vendor pagination. Go to simple default blade, and there is simple default blade. You can change the code just like this. It's very simple. And then you go to the main order and check your project just like this. Okay guys, in the next step we talk about component detail order. The first one, if you have to running this command: PHP artisan make filament make artisan make Livewire account orders show. Okay, the second step of this creating a detail order, you go to the root .php, and then you adding the new root orders snap token. There is a new root, and we show the detail order based on snap token. And the step 3, we gotta get the detailed data of transaction is class component. You go to the show.php. Okay, you have to change this code the first you have to import the model of transaction, and then you can create the public property, namely snap token, and then the create the method mount. Are we gonna set the snap token? Then the snap token we get this from URL parameter, and then the render method. We creating a model. We put the model of transaction, and the value the field of this model is get detailed data to model transaction and best by customer ID. And then after that we return field to the field component with compact again. And of step 4, we have to show detail order. You go to the show.blade.php. Okay, you go just like this. You can change the code just like this. Okay, the first one, don't forget to put the menu customer first, and then to show the detail order, just like this. Transaction invoice, credit add, and status. Okay, after we show the items are and the product, are we buy it before are we buy it or the user buy it, you have to do some grouping to use the directive, and then we have to use the directive for each because the data is more than one. Okay, you can see for each detail transaction details, getting the item, and then the image storage by you can upload as you upload on your admin panel, and then there is so many condition. If you succeed just like this, and then after this you cannot see the this detail order because we don't we do not getting the order yet. Okay, okay, after that we show the snap pay for midtrans. Okay, the first one you can see on the file of show.flat.php, so here. Okay, and then the first one you have to adding the button on click, search for button. Okay, like this, and then on bottom we will load the snap.js from midtrans, just like this. The namely is payment, After that we create the JavaScript function. The name is payment, and then it will work when the function is triggered by a click the button. When the user click the button, okay. Okay, after this you cannot see the result of this code because we don't you don't have the order yet. Okay, the last step for the last step for we creating the Meldor's page is creating a model of writing. Okay, the first step you have to create this PHP artisan make Livewire account Meldor's model rating, and then the second step you have to creating store rating function. Go to the rating to .php and type like this. There is for public property, and then the function of rule, and there is a return for rating and review, and then the public function set rating, and then store rating, and the checking rating for the customer ID. And if this rating is not at the first time, uh when the user wanted to write the product the first time, it will be show. But if the customer already writing before and there is some flash, and creating form of model rating, go to the model rating php, plot.php, and then you can create just like this. We use just like this, and then there is we create the star to repeating. It will be we can have not to type real lot of type, and then because of that we use the wire click saturating. Okay. Okay, after that you go to the showblade.php again on this, and then there is called the component model rating, and then we send it to props on the inside. There is, and then you and then for now again you cannot see the result of this code because we do not order the products at all. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You're gonna see how this code is completely work on patch account, my account page, and homepage and product page. Okay, see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.